how to say, the opening scene is extremely, like, it makes you think that K is the, like, Edgeworth thinks K is the source, but it's, she's, now to play a little bit further, it's not. I told you it wasn't me! Itsu has been here.
Hold it!
Kay, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? Now, can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage. A suspicious person? A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw the person, I immediately thought that it must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy and then into here. And then I lost track of them. But I know that person is the one who did it. What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be so loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you are Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you're making an arrest, I assume you have some evidence that it was Kay who committed this crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer. I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal! What the heck does that... what the heck does that... What does what you said just mean? If it happened here, then it's all under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end! And seeing as this building is on our soil, we can investigate whether we like. Whenever we like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. Huh? This office is considered part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and the Babalese law, giving them an exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe the truth is out there? Basically, a country's laws do not apply in here, inside an embassy of another country. That's what has been agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place. Which means we can do little here in this situation. Oh, no way, sir! Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh. Hey! You're not... Mr. Edgeworth! In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Oh, no, Miss Von Karma! Ugh! Ambassador Paleno, allow me to appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I will help you in any way I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisco. Well, I never imagined I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct... Already, what is it? Ambassador Palino. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant? Miles, what the heck do you think you're... Please, I implore you, Mr. Ambassador Paleno. Well, I'll be counting the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Miss Edgeworth.
What do you mean by you'll be Miss Regardless assistant?
I don't exactly have a choice, now do I, detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. I just find it a lot more fitting like this. That Gumshoe sounds like this. Don't you think it fits him? And that's all there was left of this little glass.
Yeah, I'm suspecting Sheena.
Instantly pointing fingers.
I brought up a picture of June. They have the same lower face. Same nose.
Tenno is on the case of investigating everyone. Everything is suspicious. Question everything.
No, it's just her appearing again after, you know, the other case, being a one-time character. And
No, she's Agent Sheena's assistant, so of course she shows up wherever he is, so he's here somewhere.
yeah, but still.
Yeah, Tenno looks to be trying to steal your job, Pig. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I do not know what you're planning on quite yet, but at least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. If you're done playing games. Right, let's begin the investigation. By the way, detective, I suppose it's a bit too late to be asking, but why are you here?
Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Ablaze embassy today.
And why is our police guarding an embassy?
Well, on account of the car they got from Yatagarasu, they called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for Yatagarasu for these past 7 years. It was more or less a mutually beneficial agreement, if you ask me.
Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to completely perform your guard duty yet again. Oh, that is savage! Wow, Edgeworth, wow! Look forward to your next salary level. Huh?
What he said? I missed it.
You failed your guard duty yet again. Oh, look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands.
But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy you the packet noodles anymore.
Well, if you can't afford packet noodles, you buy flour and make your own noodles. It's not difficult. So, a victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it. Mighty koshin. I heard he was an admirable person, very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of the neck. He was lax, he was watching his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. The fire had burned a bit longer, it would be made identifying him a hassle. So, Mr. Koshin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room? Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornaments going on, huh, sir? This thing practically screams artsy to me, too. Although it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing I said I was artsy. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It is very beautiful. Aww. Little knife wound. It's obvious that what he was killed with, but I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. There appears to be something in his pocket. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... Huh? 7 years ago? You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes. It's a piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was also stolen by Callisto Yu. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir? I thought it was killed with a knife. Scruffy, at the very least try to remember the details of the crimes that you were a suspect in. Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that even a new rookie at the time would be privy to such knowledge. Oh, I feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... Oh, come on. Oh! Wow, that's amazing! Some kind of magic trick! I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. I remember it as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes, it looks like two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Vines, sir? It looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police mark on IRDs. I really don't think you have to call these stars. I don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. Oh god, my throat is just aching. The real question is, why was the Ablaze Embassy Secretariat holding this? Well, we don't know how Mr. Koshin came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by Yatagarasu from the Cambodian embassy. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written down that fact in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Cambodia. Why did you ask the Ambassador Paleno about what he knows? Supposedly he was a candidate to be the next Cambodian ambassador a long time ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Miles Edgeworth. What is it? Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince anyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. What with a giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that will be necessary, Francisca. Oh, really? Well, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of a smuggling case. So then, why is she here at this embassy? Oh, no. I was investigating the Alabastian embassy when they went at wind of this mess. Oh, that's right. The Takarasu was due to make that embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have... Oops. Although, there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to Babali's embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang was here as well, huh? I see if you've met. Well, he is in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for the Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. So, the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu?
Kay would never harm a soul, sir.
Kay?
You remember, do you not, about the case we were investigating together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
So, she's that feisty little girl.
Kay's been on trial of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the ones who took her father's life.
I see.
Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps tricking all of us.
I just can't take Gumshoe's voice after all, because my throat hurts a little bit. I was just typing something in clips, in the clips channel.
How so? The Yatagarasu sent a card saying I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secrets. But all of this arson and murder, the lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going to on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder though, if the Kalisu Yu really is the Yatagarasu.
I can't believe my nanny fell among the thieves tonight. Without him, I'll have no idea what my schedule for tonight is.
Ambassador Palaino, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police, and that and only that. I ask that you cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Koshness as well.
You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I would like you to have these.
I'm sorry, but would it be against my principle to accept a bribe?
Oh, no. These are simply coupons that we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal.
Now I remember, the Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased Manikoshin.
My secretariat and the embassy secretariat charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man, and his death will be a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything: accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures.
I'm sorry, did you say printing?
Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry.
So, in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press right here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse me for my forwardness, however. I think I should mention that I have a distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are the legal profession, I suppose you might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG incident. The KG8 incident? The defendant was found innocent of all charges in that case was Manny. So, your Koshin, Mr. Koshin, is the same man who's from that case. It has been 10 years. Man recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event, and he was the one to oversee this embassy's renovations. It is really a shame. He had a bright future ahead of him. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to think our embassy. To visit our embassy and think we're a poor nation, can we? By so renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying to make our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is no longer with us. Ambassador Palladino, I was wondering if I might ask you about Capodia. Capodia? Alright. What would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Koshin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy, is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It is also capable of changing into a knife. Oh, how fascinating. Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In the knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this key might be from when we used to be part of Capodia. And how did you come to that conclusion? It has both of Capodia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used his key here at the embassy back when we were still Capodia. Ambassador Palladino, this key was stolen from the Capodian embassy 7 years ago by Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at the time? Sorry I can't be much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny was still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Koshin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found Itagara's key in here in this present. Because this is national treasure, can I ask that you please don't touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the secretary. There's a possibility that it is related to murder, wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give it up for now? We can force him to let us investigate later when we find some more solid proof. Suppose we don't have a choice here. This must be one of the prima duck statues Kay was talking about earlier. It's just me that just look like the steel samurai. They could be twins. Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this blade racks or knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. I guess the handles got burned up by the fire. Okay, I'm terribly sorry, but I think I'm gonna have to stop the stream because I'm really not feeling well. I've been feeling like super weird, all evening, and it's just like this. I feel like I'm about to throw up or something. I've been feeling it all evening, and it's super just uncomfortable. Which is also part of the reason why I can't concentrate on the voices. I'm terribly sorry. So I'm gonna send you all over to Cali for some Hollow Knight. I just can't. It's like I feel like I'm like sweating. It's like it's. I feel like I'm burning here. It's super weird. Oh yeah, that's true. So Tenno should not go into that place because Tenno doesn't need to see that. So
Hey.
log off. You're not supposed to see that. But yeah, I'm sorry. But I hope you will join me for Wednesday. Provided I am good again. I hope it's like nothing serious. But it's just like, yeah. So here we go for the raid. I'm sorry, but. I'm not gonna drink anything. I'm gonna drink water, but yeah, I feel like I'm like just sweat is pouring and it's super uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna go lie down. So take care, everyone, and thank you for joining me. Sorry for cutting it short today. Bye.